Hey, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, happy Monday. You are here with us live, and we are here to have fun in the house because, girl, your money matters. I want to welcome you guys, as always, to our Monday night show. I am the Nicole Johnson, founder and CEO of Girl, Your Money Matters, where affectionately it's known as the Gym, where we have all sorts of exercises to help you get financially fit. So listen, we always have special guests coming in. We always have Miss Paulette. We always have DJ Tony. But tonight, I'm going to take my hat off that I don't even have on and bow it down to the special guest, Crystal Taylor, who fitness is not a game. And we're going to have her come forward and talk to us about a whole lot of stuff in just a few moments. But before we get started with Crystal, I want to say, hey, Paulette.
Hey, Nicole, how are
Oh, did
you?
she pull out the voice? I can't
Yes,
stand
you
her.
did.
I can't. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, what's up, DJ Tony?
What's up, my queens? How y'all doing today? Happy holidays to everybody.
Happy
yes, with your hat
holidays.
on. I
Look,
see
he
you.
came in with his ho hat
Well,
on.
you know I got to live my life.
Okay.
Listen, DJ Tony be out there in them Hyde Park streets checking on the senior citizens, and I'm so excited for all the stuff that all of us are doing here because it is our responsibility to change the narrative for our Black and Brown people. So if in 20,
Amen.
30, 40 years the narrative is still being told wrong, it's our fault. All
Yes,
right. And with that
absolutely.
being said, listen, inside of Girl Your Money Matters, I always ask them, what is going on with you that's keeping you from your goals, right? So we talk about mindset, we talk about how to stay accountable, how to stay motivated. Well, someone added to the poll that they needed to exercise more. And lo and behold, came this post from a good friend that I had to go pull out
Oh, ah,
because we really care. I went on and pulled it out, and Crystal Taylor is the founder and CEO of Fitness is Not a Game because it ain't. Now, listen, y'all know I usually have a special drink, but in honor of Crystal being here, it's the H2 and the O, okay? But
okay.
so take a swig and take a swig and take it frequently because Crystal is a beast when it comes to making sure you, me, and her clients drink their water because fitness is not a game. So she has you know what? I'm not gonna tell it all. I'm gonna let Crystal. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We are so glad to have you. She's not only my Chicago sister, she is my Delta sister. She is my business bestie, entrepreneur sister. Listen, we all one big happy family. So, Crystal, tell them
Yeah.
what you got going on. Tell them
Hey,
a little
y'all.
about you.
First of all, thanks for having me. This is going to be too much fun. Shoot, I know so my clients call me the water bully. I know I'm the water bully, but I feel like we need some drinks on this show the way y'all cutting up behind the scenes. I feel like I should have brought a little something else extra.
Oh,
Because I tell folks all the time, I believe in balance.
Amen. Amen. See, that's a shout.
Somebody say you gotta be
yeah.
eat clean and don't ever drink. And
Yeah.
nah, fam, I likes my mimosas, my cocktails, and I even have a beer group with my husband. I collect rare beers. Yes. So
Go ahead, boo. Go
Yeah.
ahead, boo.
yeah, we've been running this beer group for almost 10 years now. My first drink, my grandma drank beer. So I am
Yeah,
a beer
yeah,
chick. I am a beer chick. So, but
yeah.
we're not here to talk about the beer. We're here to talk about the healthy earth stuff. And that's why I always say healthy earth. It's very rare to catch me say anything is healthy. Because it's not realistically. You buy it from the store unless you build, grow it yourself and you take care of your own land. It ain't healthy. But
Mhm.
uh I'm Crystal Taylor. On the Fitness Not a Game. And so I love how you started this conversation about changing the narrative for our Black and Brown community, because I don't know if you know it, but my personal mission is to help at least 1 million Black families change their medical histories.
Yeah.
Amen.
Least.
Amen.
I love it. Y'all, and she ain't no punk about it either.
No, because think about it. It's not that difficult. When you when you hear change your family's medical history, it may sound daunting, but it's not. You're the doctor and they ask you your family medical history, the family's medical history. They only are asking about 3 generations. Your parents and your grands. That's it. So if you make a change right now, by the time your grandbabies go to the doctor, they're not sitting there filling out that form as long as we've been filling it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really that simple, and it really just comes with habits, developing those habits. It's not, with that, it frustrates me whenever I hear anybody say, well, so-and-so runs in my family. So-and-so runs in my family. Lies you tell. None of these preventable diseases run in your family.
There you go.
It's the bad habits that run in your family.
Come on now.
We literally have choices to make. You can decide to get up and move your butt, or you can stay on the couch. You can decide to bake it, or you can decide to fry it. You can decide to make it yourself, or you can decide to let other folks add all this extra stuff to it. You could decide to get some herbs and spices, or you can use a whole bunch of salt. You can decide to do a lot of different things. All of these things are decisions. So with that, was it next week? Oh, time goes by fast.
Time is flying.
Everybody, happy Easter, y'all. Happy Mother's Day. Time we look up, that's where we're gonna be.
That's where we're gonna be.
Summer break, y'all. What y'all kids doing this summer?
Look here.
Listen.
Look here, looking for camp information.
Right. You know what? So I kind of try to follow the themes. And so this one of the things for this month is, what are you reading? And so when I saw that Crystal was doing a not only her challenge, which she's gonna talk about in a little bit, Crystal and got a little book and stuff. She got some little handouts. I said, listen, and they'll become, one of them is shipping in January. But listen, I downloaded one today. I downloaded one today. I got my little handout, got my little fitness chart and everything. But what I love is that, and I can't show y'all because I had to buy it, so I'm gonna tell you to buy it. I think fair is fair and right is right. But so when you have somebody like me, and I okay, let me stop right here. Before I tell y'all this part, let me say I already have my devotional book for Morning Moments with God. Okay, I need my love letters from the princess, because right about now, Crystal done already ripped me a new one. So before she continues in love, I needed to get some emotional support. I need to tell my daddy that I need some help. So I didn't. Okay, all right. Crystal said something that I always say, and so let me say this: as you are an audience member, I tell my clients, you have to keep a tight circle of people around you.
Absolutely.
And if you are sitting at the top of the circle, feeding into them, you need to be in another circle where you sit toward the bottom so somebody can feed into you, right? In this arena right here with Coach Crystal Taylor, I'm sitting at I'm sitting under the circle.
Stop it.
The circle.
You okay? So one of the books that as far as reading, I like to tell them always to do the 21-day financial fast by Michelle Singletary. So you heard Crystal talk about habits. We always talk about habits. They say it takes 21 days to create a habit. This habit starts with, this is the foundation for breaking the things that run in your family when it comes to handling your money. This is a resource that I'll take. Now, this is my second copy because I misplaced my first copy and I couldn't be without it. Now I got 2 copies, one a good clean copy and the other one is look like it's been colored in by a 2-year-old. Because every time I read it, I find something different. You know why? Because my mindset has shifted, and when I read it the first time, I wasn't ready to receive the lesson.
Right.
Therefore, once I grew, the lesson stood out. Right. Okay. Right. So but here I coupled that. Someone told me to read, start with why. So you also heard Crystal talk about when it comes to our children and our grandchildren, we want to change the narrative for them. So we got to start with why. And if you don't, here's one right here. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for them. Because your why has to be so strong that nothing will get in the way of you accomplishing it. So when your grandchildren go sit at that doctor's appointment and say, well, my grandmother had type 2 diabetes, but she beat it. And this is what she did, and this is what she taught me to do so that I don't have to fall into that category. So again, if we're going to change the narrative, we got to break the habit, and then we got to recognize what our why is so that we can stay motivated to break the habit. Okay. So
all right. Hold up, wait. And I'm glad you said that too. And thank you, Crystal, for that, because when you say we here to break those habits, those habits, and getting the information that we need about our parents and our grandparents. For me, it was a different issue as far as getting the medical history from my father's side, because a lot of people know I never met my father. I don't know my father. I'm a bastard child. So as far as trying to get the medical history on him, I'm like it's a void. It's an emptiness here inside of me. So what I did was I purchased this right here. I'm gonna try to get it right. It's called Dear Father, and it's breaking the cycle of pain for the fatherless child. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a big void there for me. I feel incomplete. Incomplete. So I have to fill that void with information that help me erase and eradicate that pain that I'm feeling. So I don't pass that on to my children. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you for being here, and I'm thinking, man, I didn't learn something already.
Listen, and we just 15 minutes. And so, as always, I am grateful for Paulette continuing with her dream and her vision of being able to change the narrative for our people. So, Crystal, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Tell us about the challenge you have coming up.
Yeah, so the challenge is the Body Bounce Back Challenge. And it's actually under the umbrella of the Black Health and Fitness Revolution. So I started the revolution.
A whole revolution.
And it's televised.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait.
Okay. I didn't tell you that, Paulette? Oh, okay.
No, ma'am. Like you.
So
wait a minute, Paulette, listen, you can't get all the good news over on your show. She has to say something. Come on.
What am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying?
So if you look, when you all go to the page, if you looked at and when you go to BBBchallenge.com, the logo in the top corner, look at it. It's a Black woman with an afro.
Say it again.
BBBchallenge.com.
It's on the screen.
Yep. She has an afro. And I specifically made sure they knew she was a Black woman.
Amen.
And there is a fork, because that's where people struggle, and there's a weight.
Come on. And I actually registered for your class, and I didn't see that.
Yes. So what happened was during COVID, at the very beginning of COVID, and Dr. Fauci was giving the numbers, and he talked about how many Black and brown people died as opposed to our counterparts. And he said it was because we had been diagnosed with so many preventable diseases. We had so many other things that we were battling that when COVID hit us, our bodies couldn't fight it. And that honestly hurt my spirit. I remember sitting on the back porch talking to my husband about it one night. And I was like, something got to change. Like, I don't like just to hear that we can get this virus that other people are surviving from, but we're not surviving because we have heart disease, diabetes, obesity, all of this stuff. When we can change it, like for real, we can live longer if we just took better care of ourselves. And so that's when it started. I was like, okay, I don't care if I got to carry this weight myself and drag all the people that I can.
Yeah.
But that's why, yes, the body bounce back. It sounds like it's just about weight loss, but it's about your body, your health, the inside.
Yeah.
It's not just about how you look. It's about developing those habits and following the 3 pillars from Fitness is Not a Game, which is movement, mindset, and mindful eating. We're going to talk about all 3 of these things because it's not about dieting. It's not about restriction. It's not about excessive exercising. It's not about any of that. It's really not. When you talked about those habits, I just talked about that. It is really about getting an understanding first.
Right.
You got to get this part first.
Yeah, amen.
This is in alignment, nothing else is going to work.
That's right. That's right. And I love it. I love that. And so you guys, I watched Crystal did a live. I think it was yesterday. Wasn't today. It must have been over the weekend. And she was cooking. And I caught toward the end. By the time I caught, she was out. It was Sunday because she was moving. She was moving. And she was like, y'all, wait a minute, let me get some spaghetti noodles and let me get one with my piece of salmon and my shrimp. I was like, we gonna need that. Yeah. And then she was like, oh, wait a minute, wait. Okay, so let me just get it with the salmon. okay. Now let me just get it with the shrimp.
Right.
I would have never thought to put olives in it, but and then she went into one of the biggest challenges for me, portion size.
Ooh, portion that always gets people. That gets us.
She had that little bit. She said a normal size bowl, and somebody asked in the chat, "What's a normal?" You know what a normal size?
You know what a normal bowl
is, right? Acting like that. Don't be acting like that.
Serving bowl, y'all. The norm put up the pot. She said, "Now the man gonna tell you, ooh, I need some more. I need some more." That's me.
Yeah,
that's me. So I love it. I love it, Crystal. So okay, so I
don't worry, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Hold on, let me go on in.
Yeah, gonna get it out the way.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I already told her my habit.
Oh
Lord. My actual physical, my actual choice, because I am a Coke head.
Yeah.
Said how much she already turned the camera off on me. She already moved over into my small intestine. I still feel a right chill. But and so now I'm finna make it. I'm finna just, as they say, the icing on the cake. I'm finna do it some more. I'm a snacker. So I sit stationary for 8 hours out the day, sometimes 10, and then you leave the job and you go to the business, and them snacks come from that station to that station. So now my knees saying you actually 85 years old, and listen, 93. I'm so jealous. I am so jealous about 93 running marathons.
I know.
93 is running marathons. My father-in-law is 93 years old, and he can run circles around me. So, Crystal, how?
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Like me, girl. Somebody like me. Okay, I already know that they are weight challenged. Because the BMI scale for us don't look the same like the BMI scale for our counterparts, right? And so when the doctor told me I shouldn't weigh more than 140, I was like, dude.
They told me I'm supposed to weigh 123, 126, something. I told them lies you tell.
I was almost at 30.
Right.
What I was supposed to grow no more. Yeah, but your first thing to someone like me, that's already that we meet for the first time, and I'm telling you, the doctor said I'm type 2 diabetic. I am already in the O section. I don't claim that. I'm in that section, and I don't like to exercise, and I don't like to drink water. In honor of Crystal, everybody drink.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But those are just the start of my challenges.
Okay. A couple things. The first thing I'm gonna say is give yourself some grace. Don't be embarrassed by it. It just is what it is. Because the fact that you ask the question, that means you want the help.
That's
right?
good.
That's already the first step.
Yeah.
Because you could have kept all of that to yourself.
Amen.
You didn't have to share that. All right. So give yourself that pat on the back for that first win. There's no such thing as a small win. All of them are wins.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Next, I want you to grab that second book that you pulled out and showed us.
The Why.
Don't cover your face.
Yeah.
Don't cover your face. So with that, there always has to be a why with our health as well.
Absolutely.
Especially as, you know, just as, I'm not even going to say as women, as mothers or whatever, but all of us are taking care of somebody. Somebody depends on us.
Amen.
Yeah.
Somebody.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Whether it's a child, a parent, a friend, a sibling, someone depends on us.
Yeah. Your dog, your cat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we are more accountable to them than we are for ourselves.
Come on now. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Yes, we are. And that's scary.
That's very scary. But let's take it even further than that. Okay. So think about your why, and it could be a person or whatever, but think about your personal why. So a lot of times when people meet me and they find out what I do, they're like, girl, I need to lose 50 pounds. Girl, I need to lose these last 10, 20. Girl, I need to lose 7,500, whatever the number is. My first question is always, what does that number mean to you? What does that number mean to you? What does it show, right? Because at the end of the day, you are not chasing a number.
Right.
You're chasing a feeling. You're chasing either your doctor not getting on you, calling you the old word. You're chasing being able to wear your old clothes again. You're chasing having more energy, go up and down stairs. You're chasing sleeping better. You're chasing whatever that is. You're chasing making your ex jealous. You chasing something.
Yeah. For real. That's true. Yes. That is true. Yeah.
That is what we're chasing. It's not about a number. This is not the scarlet letter where we have to walk around with our weight on our shirt, on our forehead. Nobody knows your number but you and your doctor.
Right.
It's something different that you're searching for. So I would ask you for you to think about, even it's the removal of shame.
Yeah.
Am I freezing up here?
You're freezing up a little bit.
But you good.
You're okay.
Okay, I ain't know if it's freezing.
We keep going.
Keep going. You good. This is good.
Okay, I was about to say the internet don't want me to be good. But that's what I want you to think about first. And so with that, don't chase goals. Chase habits.
Yeah, that's good.
So don't say, you know what, I want to lose 20 pounds. Say, you know what, I want to reduce how much Coke I drink. And even if you reduce it by 8 ounces in one day, that's a reduction. And that's a win. That's it. We got to start small. Too often, we think that change has to be made overnight. I'm going to stop drinking Coke. How you going to stop drinking Coke when you've been drinking this much of it for this long? You are not going to, and that's okay. But say, you know what? Instead of having a Coke with lunch today, you know what? I'm going to have water today.
Right.
And focus on today. Don't think about next week, next month, or whatever. Focus on today.
I love that.
And focus on this action. And when you get that 8 ounces of water in instead of that 16 ounces of Coke, be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
And don't ever tell anybody, well, it was just, I just changed this. No, you didn't you changed that. Be proud of yourself with that. Don't minimize the changes that you made.
Amen. Amen. That's an
Listen, y'all. Listen, this is again sitting under the circle being poured into because everything that you're saying. Tamika's one of my group members, and she knows I tell them this all the time when it comes to changing their finances. We don't have to start with trying to save $1,000 in 30 days. If you ain't used to saving, what I need you to do is start with the change. Pull the change out the purse, okay? Change will change your life. Start small and then graduate. Set yourself up for success and not a failure. So on the flip side of having someone say these same things to me, it's like, I heard myself say that to somebody else. I don't always say it to myself because my grandmother is small. My mother actually is she was diagnosed as type 1 diabetic. Okay, so she actually does insulin. So I'm not at that point. And my knees have started to say, ma'am, you got too much up there and we hurting. So I'm down in Texas and the winters are a little bit colder. I didn't have the knee issues and I grew up in Chicago. Texas don't have no winters like Chicago, but this knee here said, baby, if you don't do something, we gonna keep flaring up, So yes, I told Crystal before we got started, I'm excited about her 3-day body bounce back challenge because my body is bouncing, but I needed to bounce back. Okay, listen, it's bouncing already, but I need her to help me.
But you know what though?
Go ahead.
I just told Paulette this last week. When I talk about the things that you're chasing, one of my clients, when we first started working together, she said, Crystal, my main goal is I want my whole body to stop at the same time.
There you go.
I want to keep jiggling and moving when I stop.
Right.
Crystal, I have 3 levels of tummies. Big, bigger, and biggest. Okay, so and I need to at least get rid of 2 of them. I want to get down to just 1. But it's like you get to a certain point and it's so hard to do it. It's so hard to do it. And yes, we are a system of I want to see it happen right away. I need to see it happen right away. But I'll tell you this, without even trying, I moved to Dallas in March. And I'm in the 2nd floor of an apartment building. And me and a dog get on the elevator. Right? Well, one day it was 2 elevators instead of 3. It was a line of people. I was like, we going up the stairs. And what happened was somebody got stuck in elevator number 1. And when the fire department came in trying to get them out, they broke something. And so the piece got to come from over and yonder the waters. So it took so long. I got into the habit of walking up the steps.
Yes.
I was like, I was the girl at first. That first landing name was 6 stairs. And that second one is about 12. And now I be going up there. And you know what? I never noticed the difference until I got ready to do a photo shoot. And she told me, okay, what's your size? Ordered all these clothes. I had to send them all back.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Too big. I said, well, so we ended up just sending them back, and I had to actually physically go pick up some things. But I told her, I said, I'm in an 1820. I ain't seen an 1820 since I was 18 or 20. I mean, I've seen it on the rack, but it ain't been in my closet.
There you go.
I was 18 or 20. So I was excited about that. So Tamika asked, what is your opinion about intermittent fasting?
I ain't gonna tell you, I saw your petty co-host start giggling once it came up on the screen. I ain't gonna tell you that I saw it.
I saw it too. That's why I did the look away. I did the look away.
She is. Let's drink some water. Let's drink some water.
Yeah, let's all have a toast.
Let's get ready for this wash down she finna get.
Yeah, we got to clean our palate on this one. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be good. I'm be good. It's funny when I'm getting my thoughts together. I start cleaning my desk off. I'm over here just wiping dust. I'm like, that's me getting my thoughts together. So this is my thing about intermittent fasting. I don't like it for weight loss.
No.
However, I am a fan of it. One, when it's prescribed, because there are health benefits. To intermittent fasting.
Yes.
Okay. But when people do it specifically to lose weight in hopes of losing weight, right? That's my challenge, my struggle. Now, there are some people who do intermittent fasting, and it's to help them with their eating habits and their behaviors. So they say, you know what? I am a huge snacker at night. So with me doing intermittent fasting, I'm going to stop eating at 8, which is going to stop me from eating all these extra calories. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of that because that's working on your behavior. Yeah. Right. Okay. Like that's just not good for me to eat that much late. I'm solid with that. But when folks are sitting there like, ooh, I can't wait till I can eat an hour and a half. Woo, child, I'm hungry. Woo. You know what? Like if you're constantly watching your watch so you can eat, that's a problem.
Yeah, that defeats the purpose.
That's a problem. Because because we already fast every day. When you go to sleep, your body is fasting. Fasting is just giving your body a break from digesting the food. That's it. That's all. You ain't putting nothing else up in there and letting the body do what it needs to do. That's it. Now, I do know people who will fast just because. So it's like it's a catch-22.
Yeah.
Your body needs food because food is fuel, right? Mm-hmm. It gives you the fuel that you need to get through the day. The more your body burns fuel, this is a whole nother discussion, but I'm gonna go get into it. The more fuel you give it, the more your body has to work to burn it. So it sounds counterproductive, and a lot of people, it's hard for them to accept. But in order to lose weight, you have to eat. You gotta eat to lose weight. Too often people try to starve themselves. Yeah, Paulette, I'm gonna get into it. Paulette, like, wait a minute, what? We're gonna talk about it. So folks start trying not to eat for that, right? But some people, like when it comes to digestion, depending on what you eat, it can be rough on your body. Mm-hmm. So I know some people who will fast just to allow their body a chance to like just chill out. So for those reasons, I'm cool with intermittent fast. I know some people who fast just for the mental clarity of it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I receive that. But specifically to try to starve yourself, to stop yourself, I'm only going to eat for these 6 hours throughout the day just so I can lose some weight. No, because this right here ain't ready. This right here ain't ready. Like I said earlier, if this ain't ready, nothing you plan to do is going to work. Point blank in the period. But Paulette, let me tell you why you got to eat to lose weight.
I got to hear this.
Lean in.
I'm leaning in. So I'm leaning in. Let me tell you why this is so important for me. Remember, Crystal, you and I had a conversation about me doing the IF, right? And so I had surgery. For those of you all who don't know, I had a major surgery, like removed, tumors and stuff and all of that, and couldn't eat for a long time. And then I was healing and on the mend. And then all of a sudden I gained 25 pounds. She showed up out of nowhere as a jacket around my waist. Right. And so over here. But here's the thing. The one thing that I can definitely recall was I work a lot. I'm constantly working on the brownstone day in, day out. And so I have a window of time that I eat between 12:35 to maybe 7 p.m. So I'm literally done for the day. But the problem is I have an issue where I literally will write down, because now, mind you, mama always been thick, and I mean thick, because I stayed in the gym. I was a gym rat. But now that I've gotten older, some stuff is hanging low. I look like I got an extra pair of arms. I'm looking like Squidward first cousin. Listen. And so, so now I do have the propensity to reduce my calories. Like I'll write it down and I go, okay, I know I had that, and then I had a salad. And girl, it got so bad yesterday. I took some butter, just a pat of butter, and I put it in the skillet, and I put my lettuce in. Yes, but it just, please explain, because now I'm hearing you, and I'm like, and then my folks over here on TikTok, they want to know too, and I'm like, okay, please explain.
So before I start, I'm gonna ask: have either of you ever said, I can't understand why I can't lose weight because I don't even eat that often? I only eat once or twice a day.
Every single day.
That's not, it's not that I eat a lot. I know I snack a lot. I can't lose weight because I snack. I know for a fact I
Snacking
snack
is great.
a lot.
Snacking is great. I just had my snacks right before I came. You see, I'm over there. So Nicole was talking about.
I don't think we eat the same kind of snacks.
So I started y'all with saying I don't believe in restriction. I just had some cheese popcorn and Chex Mix. I mix up any type of thing. Mm-hmm. But the thing about it, why you need to eat to lose weight. So often it's not about calorie reduction.
Yeah.
If we are just looking at the numbers and the math, if you burn 3,500 calories more than you consume, you're going to lose a pound. A pound is 3,500 calories. The same way if you eat 3,500 more than you burn, you're going to gain it, right?
Okay.
However, it does matter how you get those calories in. That's why it's not just about calorie reduction as you are trying to lose weight.
Okay.
So if you remember, okay, I don't have anything over here. Okay. But a calorie is a source of energy, a source of heat. Okay. And remember how we just talked about how food is good for you. Food is fuel. Your body is a machine. You have to fuel it. Because if you don't, what happens if you don't give your car gas?
It don't go.
It doesn't stop. Our body is way smarter than that. Our bodies are set up to protect us and to help us thrive. Nothing else, right? So if you are only eating twice a day, now somebody mentioned their BMI earlier. A lot of people talk about BMI, but a lot of people don't know what BMR is. And Nicole, since you signed up for the challenge and you got the success kit, if you go through your emails, I gave you a BMR and a BMI calculator.
It's over there.
BMR is your basal metabolic rate. Okay. That gives you the baseline number of how many calories you should consume.
Okay.
Right? And I'm specific about that because so often people are like, oh, I'm just going to do this 1,200, so on and so only eating 1,200 calories and this and that. Everything ain't for everybody. Your body is different. Your age is different. Your height and weight is different. Your activity level is different. Yep. You have to figure out what's good for you. So your basal metabolic rate lets you know how many calories you need per day just to breathe. Just to sit, because everything that we do burns calories. Yes, we doing all this animation, burning calories. When you chew, you burning calories. When you get up and go to the bathroom, you burning calories. Lifting this water is burning calories. Sleeping is burning calories. Everything burns calories, right? So your BMR tells you this is how much your body needs just to do the basic. So a lot of times people may or may not be even eating their BMR. Y'all follow me now. So if you're not eating enough, your body is tired and lethargic because it does not have the energy that comes from calories to get you through your day. So if you're not eating enough to just breathe, how do you expect to work? how do you expect to work out?
Mm.
You got to give your body this fuel. So because it doesn't have energy that it needs, it's like on sleep mode. Because remember, it's here to protect you.
Right.
It's here to protect you. So that's why it's like your body's like this, like, oh, she's not going to eat again for like 5 hours. So I'm going to conserve the energy that she did give me just so she can get this. However, when you give it some more energy in the source of food and fuel, now it's like, okay, we got some more energy. Now we can do some things. Let's go and run these errands. Let's go ahead and wash these clothes. Let's go ahead and knock out this workout because now I have more energy. But it only has so much to use. So the more frequently you eat, the more frequently you're giving your body that energy. Because you get some good food and you get your good fuel and you got your good energy, then you forget to eat and your body's like, wait a minute, I'm getting low. I don't have as much energy as I had. So we're going to chill out for a little bit just so she can get through the day.
Right. And you know what, Crystal, this really is starting to, when you explain it like this is making sense to me because I hear and I have experienced being sluggish, being slow, and then at the same time dealing with stress and frustration. And when you're stressed and frustrated, you're not eating.
No,
You're not eating. So your body is doing all kinds of things except getting in what it needs. So when you're walking around in office stumping because we mad and all of those things, we're not putting that fuel into the car to make the, keep the engine going. We're making it worse by not eating and sitting still, and then the body is all confused. So this helps me understand why a lot of times one of the biggest problems I had, I could go through the day, and by the time I got to lunch time, I was too tired to eat. By the time I clocked out, it was enough to drag myself from my seat in the office to the car. And then I got to rest and literally take a good 15, 20-minute power nap to drive home to get in the bed.
Because you depleted all your energy.
Depleted, and I went right past the kitchen, didn't look at, I'm too tired to eat, I'm going to bed. Not realizing I was really setting myself up to continue that cycle. So you guys, especially those of you who are already in Grow Your Money Matters, what we're hearing is when we start having these stressors, when we start having this frustration, it's not, we're not supposed to not eat. We're supposed to eat healthy things that'll give our body fuel.
So, and then because I don't believe in good or bad food. I can't sit and talk about cheat meals or cheat days, because that's psychological. If you tell yourself that's a cheat meal or a cheat day, you're telling yourself you're doing something bad. When you're not doing anything bad, you're just choosing which type of fuel you decide to have in this moment.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you're doing, and everything is a balance. So if you're telling yourself you're cheating, you're like, ooh, you either doing it in secret, which means you could do it worse.
Yeah.
I can do even more of it.
Overindulging.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm doing this wrong. Or by the time you're finished with your cheat meal or cheat day, now you're starving yourself for the rest of the time because you feel bad because you told yourself you did something wrong. Yourself, this is what you chose to eat today.
Come on, Paulette. Come on. Because again, everything she's saying reverts back to our mindset.
Everything starts with a thought. Everything starts with a thought.
That's how you look at it.
Right.
And semantics mean a lot, right?
Yeah.
It's a difference between, like, everybody know in my house we eat pizza every doggone Friday. For 19 years.
Wow.
In this house.
Look at that face. Look at that face, y'all.
Is that what happens when you're the only lady in the house and they keep
you got a house full of men?
Yes.
Oh,
see, that's my twin. See, she the reverse of me.
Tony grew up in a house full of women.
Yeah. So you my twin.
Yeah, they outvote me. So that's what it is. But because I know we're going to eat pizza, and I have pizza with my wings and either a beer, some wine, cocktail, whatever. It ain't just water with dinner.
Yeah.
Right. But because I know we're eating that, I choose to eat lighter during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm like, oh, since I'm having pizza, I may as well go ahead and eat something lighter, just
Yeah.
to balance out so I don't feel physically,
Right.
not mentally, but I don't feel heavier. That is way different from, oh, I'm eating pizza tonight, I better eat a salad.
Yeah.
That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't even want to do this, but I better because I'm about to eat this for dinner. No, like that's just how I balance out my day. That is literally my balance. Just when I know I'm gonna have a heavier meal, I balance it out with something lighter throughout the day. What I can't control.
Preparation.
Yeah.
So I do have a question.
Yeah.
This sounds like this is like steps, right? And I really, really like that, especially for people like us who are constantly on the go, busy. We're growing the business. I'm building, expanding. I'm going in, I'm coming out, having meetings here, there. And then all of a sudden, the first thing I want to do is try to wolf something down. I didn't eat until like 1:30 today. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, so now that I've done that, here's my truth. I said, I'm not going to have time to go to the gym today, which really puts me in a stank mood. Okay. And then I said, as soon as I'm done here, I'm already exhausted, but I know I have about 6 more hours of work I got to do tonight. So now the question that I have for you is, how can I still get a workout in? Because I don't have time.
Yeah. Time is one of the, outside of people like, I just don't like to work out. Time is one of the bigger issues, and you could just sneak them in.
Yeah, there's no
literally. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, DJ.
Look. For me, and that's why people really look at me, cause like when I was growing up, I was a chubby, overweight kid. You know what I'm saying? And used to get teased and bullied a lot. So I thank the Marine Corps for chiseling me into what I am today, because they taught me the benefit of not only keeping my mind healthy, but my body as well. So those things that I learned from them, I carried over into my adulthood. So now you're looking at a specimen that when I feel myself feeling overweight, see, what I do is I work out wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? There's no set time for workouts. There's no routines for workouts. When your body tells you, hey, wait a minute, this ain't right here. Look, I will right now get up and do jumping jacks, sit-ups, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, that not only do I need my mind healthy, but I need my body healthy as well, because I do, just like my boss lady Paulette, she in a lot of meetings. I'm everywhere. So, I'm everywhere. So I'm constantly on the go. You know what I'm saying? So even in that, that's losing weight. You know what I'm saying? So don't always get caught up with, I got to go to the gym and all. No, you got things right in front. Look here. If I lift this water bottle up 20 times on this side and then switch it and do 20 times on this side,
come on, Tony,
I ain't got to work out in.
That part.
I'm sitting right here in the meeting.
Yeah.
So,
stop minimizing, where to work out at. I got to go to the gym. You don't need all them people around you, no way.
So, I don't know if
it doesn't have to be formal.
Yeah, exactly. Because when I mentioned the 3 pillars of fitness is not a game, I said movement, mindset, and mindful eating. It's not about exercising or workout. It's about using your body and being creative. So there are times when, and I'm real big on using your own body, because that was something my old drill sergeant told me. If you can't lift your own body, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
You are dragging everybody else down because they got to help you because you can't lift your own body. And I thought about that when I started the revolution, because y'all remember COVID was scary and crazy.
Yes.
It was like folks were robbing folks for food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, if this world gets crazy and we got to get up and go, you got to be able to go.
Oh, yeah.
We're not pulling that stuff in the movies like, go with
Mm-mm. No.
You need to be able to keep up because we ain't leaving nobody. And I don't want to be that weak link. I don't want you to get caught because I can't keep up.
Because I can't, yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it is really about, for real, the revolution came out of some militant stuff. Like for real, we got to, hence the hat, all of it. Like, because this is a battle, this is a fight, right?
Yeah.
But it's still about your mindset with it. You don't have to. My clients, I love to call my workouts the dirty 30s.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get 30 minutes. That's it. That's all. We don't need no 5 hours.
Oh.
We don't need any equipment. We're going to use our own body, because if you can't lift your own body, that's the issue. And a lot of times people need to start with their own bodies anyway.
Anyway.
That's a lot of good resistance. So with that, you have to think about, again, going back to your why. What do you want? What do you want to do? Right. So if you know you want flatter abs, right? What are some things you can do throughout the day that can work on the abs? Now, y'all, let me be clear. When I lean forward, I'm serious.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
There ain't nothing you gonna do that's specifically gonna help you lose weight in your stomach. Don't ask.
Nothing.
I hear that so much. Like, what I gotta do to lose my what exercise can I do to lose my stomach? You could watch how you eat, you could drink water, you can lift some weights, you can do some cardio. All up together. Let it all come together. There's nothing that's just gonna specifically work on that. Okay, let's be clear. Get that out the way. All right. But there are certain movements that you can do throughout the day to use your own body. I call them my sneaky workouts.
Yeah.
I do it every day. Like, one of my favorites, I work on my upper body every day. When I go refill my water bottle, I do push-ups off the counter while the water's refilling.
There you go. Yep.
Just listen.
Look at the dog face.
It's so funny because I can't even help it sometimes. It's like, because I'm standing there anyway.
Yeah. You already look. It ain't gotta be push-ups. You can do tree trunks, twisting like this.
Yes. When I'm washing my hands, sometimes I'm doing side bends when I'm washing my hands. Sometimes I'm doing calf raises. Sometimes I'm doing glute kickbacks. Set anything. Like, if I'm stationary, I'm like, I can do something right now. Like, may as well. Why not?
Listen.
Honey, wait a minute.
I tell you, she came.
Mindset.
I tell you, she came through. Now I want to share something because Crystal has a body bounce back challenge. The website is already posted on the page, but I've already done my registration.
Me too.
Because as I said, I'm already doing 2 of the 3 B's.
You got 2 B's already?
I'm 2 out of 3. My body already bouncing. I just need to get it to bounce back. Okay. All right. So let me show you guys something. This is, and I can't go too far because, like I said, this is the VIP special. But look at this lady right here. Just look right there. Just look at her.
That part.
That part right there. Like that form. I'm so sick of her. I'm so sick of her. But do you see this part right here? What she say?
Water is bae.
Water is bae. Move over, Mr. Taylor. She got a other bae.
That's my boo thing. I got a boo thing and I got a bae.
There you go. Yes. There you go.
Health and Fitness Jumpstart Guide. It's full of workouts, recipes, and fitness challenges. That's about as far as I can go.
And y'all, if y'all didn't pick up on it, I'm a foodie. Y'all notice every time we start talking about food, I'm over here just like
I should get excited.
Food makes me so happy. It's ridiculous. So that's a huge misconception that when it comes to losing weight and being healthy, that you can't eat. Yeah, you can. I enjoy my food. I probably can out eat all of y'all. Like,
Nah. You rather buy me a pair of shoes than to feed me. I'm just being honest.
Earrings off. Look.
And look. I take my earring out too.
But you know what's funny? What's funny is my husband, like, he jokes that I either barely eat or I just smash. Like they say here I eat like, because I honestly eat off not a dessert plate, but I eat off a smaller plate frequently. Like that's just my norm, because I know that if I get a bigger plate, I'm just gonna eat way too much, right?
Right.
But if I feel like eating,
I'm going.
eat.
I'm going.
I'm gonna eat. And sometimes, and I warn y'all, if I dance thinking about food, I dance while I eat. That's why I do. If my food is good, you're gonna catch me dancing.
Yeah.
I saw you getting it
You
down.
saw me on Saturday, but you know what though? That's why I do. So every Saturday morning, I do a segment called In the Kitchen with Crystal at 10:30 Central. And I do it to simplify meal prep.
Yeah.
Just because so often people are not sure what to make. They think that they have to eat the same things, that have to eat bland foods. So it's not about clean eating. It's about making healthier decisions and getting an understanding, again, mindset that meal prep does not have to be what you see on social media with 25 containers prepped up on the counter with all the snacks and all that stuff, a whole refrigerator. You ain't got to do that. Meal prep just means you are prepared for a meal. Something as simple as making extra dinner tonight for lunch tomorrow. That's meal prep.
Right.
If you know that you typically skip breakfast or typically skip lunch because you're busy, I challenge folks, just make 2 or 3 of those at a time. That's it. If that's your struggle meal, then find something you can prep, have a couple of them so you just grab and go, so that you are not allowing yourself to get to the point where you're so hungry that you just gonna eat anything. Because y'all know, that's the other thing, y'all. My hangry is disgusting. They know once I mention being hungry, it's time to go get something to eat.
Time to get
opposite. As soon as I say, "Oh, I'm hungry," he's like, "Oh, that's 1." He knows once we get to 3, it's over. Like, you waited too long, sir. Whatever happens is your fault.
Yeah. Yeah. You know
I love it. As soon as I said it that first time, once I act like I'm curious about eating, like, what you think you want to eat? That means we need to move. Because what happens is people wait until they get hungry, and then they just like get it. Now they eating all these burgers, fries, pizza. They'll take anything. Right. So with meal prep, it's like, you know what? Let me have something ready. Even if the snacks. Sometimes people are like, I don't snack. Just having little snacks ready so that you can have something to eat on while you're in the car, while you're working, to hold you over. Prepare those.
Yeah.
That's all meal prep is. So that's why in the kitchen, you'll see me do everything from like I've done a this or that, like which one is better to eat.
Right.
You know, meals on the go. Oh, I love a good slow cooker meal.
Oh, yeah.
People like, I don't like to cook. I ain't got time. Throw that thing in the slow cooker and keep on moving.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it's just really about trying to remove the excuses. Yeah. And somebody we know says reasons sound like excuses.
Oh,
to win. Somebody we know says that.
Somebody we know say that.
Somebody
I wonder who that was.
Says that.
I wonder who that was.
We know who that was.
Okay.
I'm wearing his socks right now.
I'm using a notebook right now.
Listen, guys, you know what? Time flies when we're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
I have enjoyed learning from my soror, my sister, my business entrepreneur, buddy, and I'm glad that you came on with us tonight. I can clearly see that the audience has enjoyed it. They're already saying they have to catch the replay. Listen, you guys, as you can see, Crystal is about the business because fitness is not a game. So make sure you go over to her BBB challenge. I'm already 2 in. bbchallenge.com. Get registered. Go on. Listen, the upgrade was $17. You gonna spend that in the drive-through, but I wasn't the one to tell you that. So go ahead and do us all a favor. Let's get inside the challenge. Let's start getting that 1-2 step that we need to get going, and then start figuring out, listening to what she's saying so that we can keep going. The first thing to do is to start. The first
Amen.
do is to start. So as always, I am so grateful that you guys were here with us tonight. I'm gonna go on over to DJ Tony. Any closing words for us?
Well, first and foremost, as always, much love to my beautiful queens. It's an honor to be here with you guys. I love you. Shout out to my Brownstone family. Tamika, I saw the comment about the hat. You know, hey, ho, ho, ho. You know, but listen, Crystal, thank you so much for opening up a pathway to where we as people of color can stop beating ourselves up over the misinformation that we've been given from misinformed people. You know, in order to change the narrative, we got to change our thinking and to break those generational curses. So thank you for that. That for me is a motivator. Now, for everybody else in the chat, this is what we own. We are on a mission.
Yeah.
We are on a mission to not only change the narrative, but to change the behaviors and the patterns that we set up for ourselves.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I want you to start out like this. If you feel yourself being complacent, because we all get that.
Yes, we do.
You know, we all get that complacency bug. You know, when you feel yourself being complacent, I want you to ask yourself this. Is being complacent going to be beneficial to me, or is it going to hurt me in the long run? And only you can answer that question. You know? So to thy own self be true. Know that I love y'all, and I'm here for you because we all we got.
We all we got.
All we got.
Paulette, fan.
We're gonna have to get some.
You use a post-it note.
Yes.
Crystal, make her a fan, honey. Paulette.
So first of all, thank you so much, Crystal, for coming on to Girl Your Money Matters. I don't know why Nicole always asked me to say something because she got this, but listen, I really, really appreciate you all. First of all, for coming on to the platform Brownstone Worldwide. Nicole, this has been a crazy ride, but you are rocking out. I just
yes, he is.
You rocking it, you killing it. The numbers show you killing it. That's number one. But number two, Crystal, thank you so much for coming on. Tony, as always, y'all. Get into Tony Sanchez. DJ Tony Sanchez airs on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone. Y'all see his little logo behind you back there. He's in the Brownstone, the building. Go ahead and download the app so you can listen in Saturdays and Sundays, relax and unwind with DJ Tony Sanchez of Eye of the Storm. You can check me out on Sundays, KCCR Radio, the Brownstone, with the Sunday Brunch, where we help you to do what? Rise and shine.
Yeah.
Live with jazz and gospel and some encouraging words. We also have the day shift, which airs Monday through Friday. And of course, Girl Your Money Matters with the Nicole Johnson. We got Colors Corner, Ear Hustling Radio, and of course, the show that airs after this, which is Love Restored with Marshawn Olanio, who is up next to help us keep our love and our marriages strong. Now, before I get out of here, before we shut it down, because we got about 10 minutes left before her show airs, I got to show you all the new thing.
Uh-oh.
But we got a new thing.
We got a new. Let me put on my cool glasses.
Yay! Come on, magazine.
Nah.
Come on,
Magazine.
Y'all.
Hold up. That is Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Now you know why. Now you know why I got on the hat.
Yeah.
Tony got on the sunglasses. So listen, y'all, this is what I need you to do. Go on ahead. And this is the reason why I want you to do this. Go to bit.ly/Brownstone Living Magazine. Everybody that is on this call tonight is in the magazine, right? Crystal even lovingly gave us one of her fabulous articles so we could put it in there. She's also on brownstoneworldwide.com. Go ahead and check us out. Again, I'm going to put it up there one last time. I'm going to tell you why. Because we are going to be pulling names for 2 gifts we're going to be giving away beginning the 17th of December to those of you all who have subscribed to Brownstone Living, where we are helping you to do what? Live the Brownstone lifestyle. I'm going to head it back over to you right now. Let me go ahead and move that out the way. Nicole, this is your show, baby girl.
Child. I'm actually gonna let Crystal go ahead and say some closing words before we close out.
Come on, Crystal. Got me on fire here.
Yeah, right. I'm like, what, child? I gotta follow that. That ain't fair.
Look, better you than me.
But I'm gonna say this, y'all. Thank y'all for having me. It was so good to meet you, DJ Tony. I love your energy. I love how all of you all work together and bounce off each other. This has been great and amazing. Thanks for allowing me to speak to your people, because I do not take this lightly. I know how much you love and respect your people. So to bring me on, it is an honor. I hope to see all the folks in the challenge, because y'all, we can make these changes. We are not predisposed to any of these preventable diseases. It's 3 days of investment into yourself, and into your loved ones, and into your family's medical history. I promise you, it's nice and easy. Ain't nobody got time for all that hard stuff. We're just gonna make little tweaks up in here to get you right on about your way.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Yeah, you know what? I love the challenge. If y'all can't tell, I thoroughly enjoy this conversation, and I'm really on this mission, y'all. I'm really on this mission, because we gotta do better, because ain't nobody else gonna take care of us but us.
Come on, all we got, like Tony said.
All we got,
And y'all, I don't trust this medical system, so I want to stay out of it.
I want to stay out of somebody. Woo.
You know, so
I want to get y'all so canceled, so I'm gonna stop on that part.
Listen, we ain't going nowhere. But you know, being able to, so I'll use Tamika. Tamika is one of my peoples that she actually decided when COVID hit, and then they started sending the kids back to school, she decided to homeschool. She was like, not my children. Right. And so we want to be able to have options for our community. Because if we're going to change the narrative, we have to be the change that we want to see. So we are talking about, what are you reading? When you get to Crystal's page and you start following her, you will find more information, because I did make a purchase for her Black Friday package. And so I got some gifts coming in January. They're going to be mailing out in January, and I can't wait to get my pictures. If you are joining the BBB, see, I had to count it, the BBB. If you are joining the BBB challenge, make sure you get that upgrade, because I'm sitting over here, you know, I've been peeking at the little gift I got, and it's got recipes, it's got written out workout challenges. It's very simplistic. I've watched her dance and cook all at the same time. She gonna have KCCR and DJ Tony smooth grooving when she cooked that next meal on next Saturday. But I also want you to make sure you get her products so that you can start feeding your mind.
Amen.
To change your mindset, you have to, once you move something out, you have to replace it with something. Okay. So we've talked about the 21-day financial fast by Michelle Singletary. 21 days to break bad habits and replace them with good habits. It's not a financial fast where you're not spending. It is simply getting a better relationship with your money. And one of the things that she talks about, that Crystal said, we're always taking care of other people. This is going to be your first step in learning how to stop being a crutch for somebody else.
There you go. There you go. Did she say a crutch? That means when you got a crutch, you leaning on something, huh?
Lean with it.
Lean with it.
Huh? Okay. With it. Then we're going to go into start with why. We're going to start with why, how great leaders inspire everyone to take action. But this is going to be, in order for you to lead somebody, you got to start with yourself. So you need to learn how to change so that you can have those of you who are looking to be around for your children and your grandchildren and maybe even your great and great great. You got to start with your why, and that means it's inside of you. And the last one I'm going to share with you is Rising Strong by Brene Brown. Okay. How the ability to reset transforms the way we live, love, parent, and lead.
Mm-hmm.
We can all use that. So resetting and shifting can be fun because you get to decide every day what you're going to be. And so today I'm deciding I'm going to be healthy, whatever those steps are. If that means moving, setting my alarm on my phone, because I know I got about 1,200 of them, and I'm going to one because I'm going to have an alarm that goes off that says get up and move. Get up and move. Get up and move. If I can sit in that chair for them for 8 hours a day, I can get up and move for me. So I want to thank you guys. As always, I am the Nicole Johnson, founder and CEO of Girl Your Money Matters, affectionately known as the Gym, where we have all sorts of exercises to help you get financially fit. And as of today, I say bon voyage, arrivederci. See you next time. And I'm drinking my water thanks to Crystal Taylor. All right, you guys, go forth and be happy and healthy. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm sorry. I ain't going to send them out like that because I always give them a preview. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all always coming at me talking about something. Nicole, I missed your webinar on how to make mystery shop for more money. I missed the webinar. So now because y'all keep missing it, here's what I'm going to do for you.
What you going to do?
Right. I'm going to go live right here in the show and do the webinar. If you miss it next week, that's because you weren't interested in doing it. Yeah, I said it. Okay. So,
Nicole, here's the thing before we wrap. One of the things that I need you guys to understand is this is her last one for the year. Let that sink in. If you're trying to change your financial situation, you need to rock out and you need to be here next week.
That's
real, we ain't taking none of that old mess into 2023.
Right. If you all have not learned anything out of the pandemic, if COVID has not taught you anything, these jobs ain't loyal. You create loyalty for yourself. They're not loyal, but if you sit around talking about something, I want to make more money. I don't want nobody telling me how much money I can make. This is how you do it. This is how we do it. Dun, 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 dun. Be here next Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bring your notebook, bring your paper, because I'm going to show you how to mystery shop your way to more income. That's it. That's all we got. We done. Peace.
Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow on the Brownstone.